Hey guys, so apologise about this thing. Once again, the filter and that isn't being allowed to work, just like everything else. Like the spray paint that's on the front of my phone, it's appeared apparently down to people spray painting things which they pulled off my phone again and then sticking up in the front of the thing. It's been witnessed, it's been watched, it's been witnessed. People playing around with the charge and everything. People have had it in their own homes and charged it for me overnight, and it hasn't moved. Like they've said, they can't understand why. Brand new smartphone bought less than 3 months ago. Anyway, I'm sat in the park in EC. I know you can barely see me. It's not really my fault, unfortunately. It's because apparently I can't use the filters I've been using. Apparently it's not allowed. I'm not allowed to tell the truth anymore because people don't like it. People have hacked in, spent God knows how many hours hacking stuff. It's been watched in Greg's today. It's been watched everywhere. Everywhere around the town's been watched. Everyone's witnessed it. Everyone knows it's real. That's the funny thing. But Andover doesn't seem to want to accept it because it proves that certain people use and abuse my ex-wife, pulled her into parties in a public house. I believe it was a lardy cake for someone's hen do, which turned out to be nothing but drugs. She came back and apparently bought chips on the way home, which we all know she didn't. We know she drove a car later that evening with Nicola Joy Marshall, my daughter, my eldest child, in round town, whilst under the influence of alcohol and cannabis. And apparently me objecting to her going, which was all I did, I didn't try and stop her, I just objected. I don't think we should go there because it's going to happen. So it's supposed to be at a friend's house. But it wasn't, it was at a lardy cake. Simple as that. But that's apparently why I was removed for coercive control, because I was safeguarding her and our daughter. But apparently in court statement she came back 6:30 with chips on her way, which she signed herself, which is complete rubbish. Now I've already posted stuff today which proves certain bits are rubbish. The thing is, I love my ex-wife now, which I didn't even find out till just before the latest family court case, which funnily enough I won and she didn't get anything. The judge wasn't happy about the malicious way she did everything, the fact she hid everything from me, she lied, she connived, she conspired since 2020. But as I've shown you in previous date, it's actually 2016 apparently. There's no diaries in our ASBO file as well that she signed herself to say there was harassment going on. There's no mention of the photograph she herself took and added to the ASBO case, etc., which involved me being able to have a council tenancy on home choice and then added her to it, which I've got documentation of myself, which does prove that it was my actual tenancy, etc., all the rest of it, which is in my file, which I will post over the next few days as well, along with my Open University actual tutors contacting ASTA to say, obviously due to harassment they were aware of, that I was actually going to stop studying temporarily to defer to get things sorted. All this is legitimate, it's all real, it's all proper documented, actual factual evidence. Unlike the various lies, etc., that have been basically, contributed, added to by certain people around our so-called friendship group, which they're not. Like the certain people that call my eldest son to crime. Ads like that, so must I added it in. Isn't that good? A bit of a setup? Just like it was from 2020 apparently, because certain people didn't like being told they couldn't come around during lockdown because they're above the rest of the world's rulings. Isn't it interesting how that works? People are above the law, above the rulings, but I'm not. I did the right thing, stuck to the law, and I had my life pulled apart. I withdrew from society and all our friends because various things were going on, which I've explained to Sarah Jane myself, and I've explained to various other people, and no one wants to listen to it. Interesting, no one wants to listen to it. Oh, well, there was a bug detector, we did this, we did that. No, you didn't. You can't detect bugs with an electrician and screwdriver. The device I bought off eBay, you actually can. Which was sound manipulation being used for number 70 Tintagel, and carried on. And then they played the little sound wave games across Andover to Acre Court. And it carried on. Now, I don't care whether you believe me or not, the facts are the facts. And when it comes out, everyone will go, oh my God, this is sickening, it's disgusting. This has been used across Andover, Hampshire, and various other places. And when you find out, it's going to be so serious. And yeah, as I posted earlier, my mental health is totally fine. It's proven as well. Yes, I was the one offered certain internships, which we won't discuss. Also the person who's got certain other things that he's working on himself, which we won't discuss, because the people doing the hacking know. I wonder if Sarah Jane knows as much as she thinks she does. I wonder if she's aware that using our children's images of our wedding, and mine as well, maliciously on Facebook, is classed as what? Cyberbullying? No, it's cyber terrorism. I wonder if we discuss who Sarah Jane's uncle used to work for. I wonder how many people understand who controls communication in the country. I think it's GCHQ, I believe, from what I saw in Spooks. Who knows, I could be guessing. Isn't the headquarters in Cheltenham? Isn't that what it says? I honestly don't know. I think you can Google most of this stuff anyway, so I could just be looking on the web and making stuff up like most people seem to do, but we really don't know, do we? See, that's the best part. Apparently it's all hearsay, but it isn't. It's factual, isn't it? Because it's on Google. has the ability to hack phones, hack technology, and do this sort of thing, like use sound wave manipulation to damage people. I'm making it up. Yeah, just like the blue telephone box I travel through time with. Oh no, that's what I said to the police shrink who made her laugh because she said there's no reason for me to talk to you, Chris. Why don't we get you back to your cell? The cell I was kept in for over 24 hours because I tried to safeguard my wife, and turns out later on my daughter as well, from drugs and alcohol damaging their lives. And yet I'm supposed to be the monster and the child abuser. And after telling the social services, it seems like it didn't make any difference and no one actually cared about it. So that's the interesting part of it, isn't it? It doesn't matter how many times you try and deny this, it's all factual evidence. So, what's next? Are you complaining about things I'm putting up on YouTube because what? Because what? Because you wrote statements about me and don't like the fact that I'm going to challenge them. Repeatedly, I've been told it's not a civil case, it's not a family court case, it's a criminal case. Criminal. CAB, domestic abuse charities, everyone. I have not been a domestic abuser, I have been abused, I've been economically abused, I've been unlawfully imprisoned, I've had fraud committed against me, I have coercion and control. Apparently it's something to do with, from what I was told to Salvation Army, it's almost an issue of modern day slavery, which obviously I'm not really going to pursue, so I think it's a bit much, but it's kind of the way it goes. So, equality, 2010 Equality Act. This is a personal opinion, I've got to be honest with you. I don't think women actually got equality when they burned their bras. I think what happened, to be fair, is that the alveolar stuck out more and guys got more and more enthralled and did whatever they said. So it didn't become equality, it became dominance. This has been studied by females, objectively, to find out that 60% of all men blamed for coercive control are actually being coerced by their partners and their partners' friends. Now that says a lot for interfering women, doesn't it? You're like a gaggle of hens or a cauldron of witches when you get together. You think you can tell each other's families how to live. No one, let me repeat, no one has the right to step into your life and tell your family how to behave. It's against the Human Rights Act. Now if you don't like it, I don't care. It's written for a very specific reason. You don't understand why? Google it. Learn something real, rather than the lies and fabrications you keep using to try and hide your own criminal inadequacies. Because that's what they are. If you don't like it, I really don't care. I'm speaking with an opinion. If it offends you, wow, what's going to happen? You're going to wake up tomorrow and what? Your arm's falling off because you're offended? No. It just means you're a dick. Because you're offended and you don't like what I'm saying. If you don't like it, don't listen, don't watch. This is my right to free speech. My channel. Don't watch it. My channel's being so poisoned at the moment by me having to put this up because I can't be in the training. People mess around with my tech, hacking into my channel, stopping my clips, stopping my compilations, mess around with my brand, my worldwide trademark, and everything else. All mine, all built by me, Gorilla Inc. Why am I called Original.Big.Gorillah? Because my daughter said, "Oh Dad, you're the OBG." What does that mean? I thought some sort of gangster thing. "Oh, you're the Original.Big.Gorillah." Tattooed on my skin. Do you understand me now? It belongs to me. I am that little girl's big gorilla. I always said one day I'll be doing a really good job, and she said she'd hate me, so it'll never happen, Dad. Turns out she does, because all I did was look after her, safeguard her mum, safeguard her children, get us moved across town for harassment, go through hell for the last 7 years, turn up with evidence for the police, so I hope to get my own evidence, for them not to want to look because I asked for a solicitor present, which means they have to do their job. I've been up and down the country to the capital city. I've said it's a disgrace and I should go to the media. Well, here we are, social media. So listen up, folks, because this is where it begins from now on. See you soon.